if they will be able to get a treble this time out. It will not be the easiest affair for them, but when you look at the arsenal that they have, then they look like they have the guns, they have the bullets, so it's them to shoot.
I think, sorry, they have literally discovered their form. Looking at the squad they have, the coach already has shown that he has a lot of depth, because you remember that match against Copenhagen, he at least rested most of the key players, that is KDB, the Bernardo Silva, the Walker, all of those guys rested because they know they are going to have a big match on Sunday against Liverpool. And for him, having rested those guys, already they had a 6-1 or 6-2 aggregate. That tells you that Manchester City are in this to defend it. They're not maybe trying to just gamble around. And if you come to them jokingly, they'll of course come to bring out the kids from the academy. And that's what actually Pep is doing. Of course, most of the people feel like Pep should exit even the English Premier League because he has won literally everything. But he has to leave their foundation. And seeing him trying to bring younger guys into the squad and seeing them deliver against some of the top clubs in Europe like Copenhagen tells you that indeed Manchester City is in this for business, and that indeed they have what it takes even to win a treble again. And who knows, it can happen.
Yeah, it can happen, and anything in football can happen at any particular time. But now the question will be, Okenye, we leave the big boys to play. When you leave the big boys to play, the others are trying as much as possible to also have a very, very formidable and beautiful season. And we're talking about Europa League. I don't know if for Kenya you will agree, Liverpool, they're poised to go all the way and just maybe win it this time out.
Well, Moses, of course, there are some teams that thought they were the big boys. They were in the Champions League and they were told that, you know what, you don't belong here. You have to play in the Europa League. So we take a look at the results from the Europa League. Benfica settled for a 2-2 draw against Rangers. Marseille with a 4-0 win against Villarreal. And remember, the former coach of Villarreal, the coach of former coach of Marseille, that is Marcelinho, who's the coach of Villarreal at the moment. He got heavy whistles in that game. Freiburg got a 1-0 win against West Ham. It was a very interesting match. And then Liverpool. It was one match to watch. I know you watched it, Moses. They got a 5-1 win against Sparta Prague. Roma with a 4-0 win against Brighton. Karabakh with a 2-2 draw against Leverkusen. AC Milan with a 4-2 win against Sparta Prague. So these are the results. And Moses, I don't know what you have to say. Some of the big boys that, or rather those that pretended to be the big boys that dropped to Europa League, their performance wasn't that good this week. This week. What do you have to say?
About the big boys, and I'll tell you for a fact, the big boys can be able to tumble and sometimes stumble. So what matters the most is if you fall, then what will you be able to do? Hassan Juma, I know you will agree. Sio rahisi, inaweza kuwa ni gumu, lakini iwapo timu imejizatiti vile ambavyo inafaa, pengine matokeo hayatafurahisha, lakini iwapo matokeo yatawaridhisha, wanaweza kuwa wao ndio mibabe.
Kweli, maana kiangalia vigogo wa ligi ya Ujerumani, Bayern Munich wamekuwa kiswasua, Thomas Tuchel anaondoka, lakini walishinda Paris Saint-Germain Ligue A, klabu bingwa barani Ulaya, Champions League, walifuzu katika raundi ule mkombo ule wa robo finali. Alafu Man City, mabingwa washikilizi, wakaingia katika mkombo ule wa robo finali. Real Madrid, jina kubwa, jina tajika katika michuano ya klabu bingwa bara Ulaya, ndio timu ambayo ndio vigogo katika soka duniani, wakaingia katika mabano ya robo finali. Moses wahisi kama tuende mapumziko bwana. Hebu wakumbushe watazamaji ndio wazungumzie nasi katika mitandao ya kijamii. Bet slip Mose. Tuna focus on which games? Bet slip Mose.
Tunafaa tupige na katika ile hali ya kupiga tutakuwa tunakuambia ni timu zipi ambazo unafaa uwekelee, iwapo itakuwa ni kichwa, iwapo itakuwa ni X, iwapo itakuwa ni over 2.5. Sisi tutakueleza tu kinagaubaga, tutapata kujuza.
Hii X ni X gani?
Hii X sio
ni X girlfriend, X Twitter, X. Unatuchanganya Mose.
Ni kama
unatuchanganya.
Ni kama umewavunja roho wengi. Hasa umewavunja roho wengi.
Unatuvuruga sana wewe.
Huyu ni jamaa wa ma-X, anataka kama maisha yake ma-X ni wengi, lakini katika ile hali ya ma-X, kumbuka X ni draw. Tutapata kwenda pale katika Robinson Kenya apate kutujuza. Tuna Manchester United, tuna Everton, tuna Arsenal, tuna Brentford, tuna Leipzig, tuna Dronsburg, tuna Tusker FC, tuna FC Leopards. Okenye, tujuze Alafu watazamaji wapate kwenda pale katika mtandao, kumbuka hashtag. Hassan tunasema hashtag, sijui hashtag ni alama ya reli the football slip. Alama ya reli tena the football slip. Okenye, ile slip now iko vipi?
Yes, Moses, of course, the hashtag is the football slip at @Kenya, at Moses Wahisi. Moses, is it Moses Wahisi or is that Moses? You know, you use a lot of names, so.
Okenye for all these years. Yes. Okenye for all these years. Are you even serious?
Robbie?
You're asking me about my,
Twitter
my name on Twitter.
Really, Robbie?
Okenye.
Wait.
Where's the red card? Where's the red card?
This is so wrong, man. This is so... Robbie! No. It's just a yellow.
It's just a yellow.
It's just a yellow, bro.
You've been saved.
It's just a yellow.
Okenye. You have a yellow card. You have a yellow card.
Yes, so let's quickly run through the football slip that we have for the weekend. Remember, you can use the hashtag the football slip and also give us your predictions on what you expect, what you expected the outcome on these games is. And remember, we're also going to give you our thoughts on the outcome of these games as well as the pundits that we have. So Manchester United will be in action against Everton, Arsenal at home against Brentford, Liverpool at Anfield will be taking on Man City, the biggest one of the weekend. Bayern Munich will be hoping to cut that deficit against Bayer Leverkusen as they take on Mainz. Leipzig will be in action against Darmstadt. Those are some of the games that we have. And remember, Leverkusen will be in action against Wolfsburg. Sassuolo in Serie A will be taking on Frosinone. Juventus, the old lady, will be at the Juventus Stadium taking on Atlanta. Bidco United here in Kenya will be taking on Nairobi City Stars. Tusker will be taking on Leopards. So those are the 10 games that we have for this weekend. Remember, it's all about the football slip. You can give us your feedback on social media using the hashtag football slip and give us your predictions for the weekend. How does your sleep for this weekend look like? We take a short break. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the fixtures that we have for this weekend. Moses Wahisi will be giving you his predictions, Hassan Juma also, and then Mkangai, not sure because he's never go through, and then we have Rogers Eshtemi. That will be after the break.